Welcome everybody, this is Gaming and Select, and I have the biggest news I think I've ever had on this channel. I'll give you a little hint, but more on that a little bit later. Now this week I did get this from VR Cover. This is something I've been waiting on for months and months and months. I ordered it as soon as you could order this for the Quest, but it just got here. Is this face cushion right here, and a cleaning cloth, empty piece of plastic. This right here goes against my face, and it has a Velcro right here, so it makes it easy to replace. Put one on, put one on the other, and it also comes. It looks thicker, maybe it's thinner. No, it's thinner. So let's take this one off. And we'll put this one on. Now it has all the tabs. Alright, it's on. It definitely feels different. I'm still getting that little light leak right here on the nose. But it feels almost stiffer against my face. I don't know, I might have to adjust the straps on that. But it is in. I did wait a long time. And at least it's removable. And now this week I got to play some amazing games on my channel. First up, Vertigo 2. Now this is a game developed by Zach Tazikis Brown. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but also a co-made by Earl Busey. Now the publisher is Zulubo Productions. Now this is important because this game is not coming out till 2020, but it is amazing. Just something, the graphics are amazing. If you hadn't have an opportunity, go to Steam right now and pick it up. Basically, it is an adventure game. You start out in this cell and you're talking to the scientist to the door. And then all of a sudden, the whole cell moves, and you're looking at this world made of robots and like different aliens, and it's very Half-Life-esque. It even has a lot of callbacks and a lot of like hidden meanings for Half-Life and for Portal, and also it is finally something that is playable with the Valve Index. I did get to play it. Check out my video. It's awesome. It's worth checking out, and it's definitely worth buying when it comes out in 2020. Now, Defector. This is a game by Twisted Pixel Games. This was the answer to Blood and Truth. Sony, step out of the way because you have a real player now. This is co-developed with Oculus. I played it on the Rift S and it is awesome. The graphics are really good. They're stylized, and it has parts in it where it has so much potential. Where it did get a little bit slow for me was in some of the reading parts, but I think if I was like not like on stream and trying to worry about like going through it and stuff like that, I think that's something that I could have probably took more time on. There's this gambling section in it, and it's definitely worth checking out. I did try to play this game with my Index and was very unsuccessful. It just would not load. I did try the 1.703 Revive. It did not work. I also tried to go back to an older version of Revive. It still did not work. So I don't know what's going on there, but there's certain games that will not work no matter what I do on Revive. The Morrigan. Now this was a game that I was very skeptical about in the beginning. I'm a stupid head. I'm a stupid head.
Do you know that I love you?
Now Morgan is made by the Pixel Mind. It is on sale right now for $13 39 until July 22nd. Now, it starts off a little slow. It's about this creepy woman in a very, very like shaded, creepy world with skeletons. And you're going with your bow and arrow and your sword and your shield. And it's very clunky looking graphics. They did do a index update and they fixed a lot of the problems I was having with the index because you would have to push forward the stick and click it in order to teleport. They got rid of that completely and it's completely playable now on the index. It looks fabulous on both systems. Watch my replays this week. I do have two videos with the Rift S and one with the index. Now I did get to play it again with the index update, and they did fix a lot of the problems I did have with my original video with the index. I did Elite Dangerous this week, and I tried to do some through the lens comparison shots, and unfortunately, unless I have some kind of DSLR camera or something a little better, my Samsung Galaxy S8 is just not cutting it. With the index, it doesn't look so bad, but I get these black bars and I get these fuzziness to it. It's something with recording it like from one lens to another that's just not working. And with the Rift S, it's even worse because I get these really flashy bars and I was just not able to do it. But I will say that the blacks do not take anything away from the game at all. It's still very playable. But the definitive edge goes to the index. Now, the increase of field of view does make a big difference. The only downside that I did see with my index, and I did talk about it a little bit on the video, but the biggest downside was that I am in a fixed ship, and sometimes there's menus and there's things inside the ship that are bright, and it can cause some glaring in the lens, something that does not happen with the Rift S. Now, every time I talk about it, I'm going to get a whole bunch of people saying, why am I talking down on the index? Why am I saying this? Why am I not saying that? I own both systems, so I can say anything I want. So these are just my opinions, and somebody else could have very, very different opinions than me. But it's something that I did notice, and something that you just have to decide. More FOV, or with a little glare, or more clarity with less FOV. So that's something you have to decide. To me, it's not something that really bothers me. I would rather have the increased FOV because it just looks so fabulous. Also, I got to play Overlord. Now, this is from the creators of Descent, Revival Productions. This is meant to be used with your controller, but it is a 6-degree completely freedom game where you're like in a spaceship and you battle other games, very similar to the mechanics of like the older games like Descent, and also remind me a lot of like Quake Arena or games like that where fast paced, except that you can move completely all the way around, and you do have to have a strong stomach. If you want to watch a game that never goes on sale, that is always $30, but it's very popular and has huge, super good review scores, check out my video of Overlord. And now for the most exciting news I have. And yes, I joined the hype. I bought an AMD motherboard. I got it Asus. This is the Asus AM4 Tough Gaming X570 Plus Wi-Fi. It's an ATX motherboard with a PCLE 4.0 rail. It's got dual M.2. It's got a 12+2 MOSFET power stage. So on the power regulator, it's more than enough. It's got a really beefy power regulator, and that's something that I really wanted. It does have HDMI and DisplayPort. It has 6 SATA, 6 gigabytes a second with a USB 3.2 Gen 2 and the Aura Sync RGB lighting. It's a motherboard made, now it is made with military grade components, and I will be able to personalize my build. Now the case that I got is a NEX H500i compact ATX mid-tower PC gaming case with RGB lighting and fan control with cam-powered smart device tempered glass panel with enhanced cable management and water cooling already available. I got black on black with a translucent bluish hue tempered glass. Now this was a case that won many awards, and it's just the perfect case for what I was looking for. The memory that I got is a G.Skill Ripjaws 5 series or V series, 16 gigabytes. So there's 2 sticks of 8 gigabyte DDR4 at 32 clocked at 3200, and has a CL of 14 on the clock cycles. It was $123 for the memory, about $130 for the case, and the motherboard was $200, and I have not brought the processor yet. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a decent computer for VR? You guys know more than I do. Or am I making a mistake? Because if I am, it's too late for that now. Alright? Remember, leave a like. It does help this channel. I am on my way to 1,000, but I could have never done it without you guys. This is something that I'm getting for the channel for the 1,000 subs that I'm approaching really fast, and this computer should last me until I get to at least my first 100,000 subs. You guys have been great, and you guys have a great night.